Hey guys, OG of the HRC here. Welcome back to the OG of the HRC way. So today I want to talk about the election of 2020 and what it's really actually truly going to come down to. And in my mind, in my opinion, it's going to be the economy and health insurance. I don't really want to talk about the economy because at the end of the day, I don't really fully understand it. But let's talk health insurance. That I do know. So let's get into it. So the economy, like I said, I can't even cover that. I'm not even going to pretend like I understand, but I do know this, that this manipulation of the economy that's been going on, it will have a lasting effect, a negative lasting effect. And there we go. When you put trillions of dollars into Wall Street to keep it afloat during a pandemic, even I know I don't think that that's the way you should go.
It's as quick as I can move. And I may not be that fast or that slow, but it's as quick as I can move. The rates move more quickly than anybody can follow.
So health insurance is the other thing that I think that voters are going to go to the voting booth and be voting on. 2018, that's how Pelosi got the House back. It's just that simple. She sent all of her constituents, all of her candidates out there and said, talk healthcare, 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 and it worked. And unfortunately, clearly there's no such thing as bipartisan anymore, so fixing ObamaCare wasn't going to happen. Not in this cycle of Congress, or maybe the next one or the next one, who knows. This is much I do know, that Obamacare is imploding as we speak. Everyone who created Obamacare, everyone who was involved in the votes and knew that Obamacare was going to implode by about 2016, 2017, unless it was expanded and quote unquote defended. And well, clearly things didn't work out the way that everyone thought they were going to. The queen of healthcare, Hillary Clinton, even Republicans will say so. Check out her work in the 90s, everyone, universal healthcare.
We are still wrestling with many of the same issues and the same problems that previous generations have worked on. The difference is that today our system has many problems that have gotten increasingly expensive, and the difficulties of delivering health care in a cost-effective way is making a challenge to the fiscal integrity of the federal and state governments, to businesses, to individuals across the country.
She didn't win. And Trump did, and Trump is trying to eliminate every single thing that Obama did for personal reasons, professional, whatever it is. And Obamacare is one of them. In his first 2 years, he had full control. They came up with some whack out, healthcare program that was, I read it page after page, and it was bad. and they couldn't even get the votes to push it through. And so now Obamacare is on the bracket for the Supreme Court for November after the election to decide if it's unconstitutional and should be allowed to continue on. So we won't know what's going to happen in terms of that. But I will say this, that Donald Trump can say that he has some top secret plan that you have to work at the White House to know. That's what his press secretary said the other day. If you want to know, come work here at the White House. But I hate to break it to everyone, he doesn't have a plan. And neither do Republicans. They spent 7.5 years complaining about Obamacare, and then when it came time that they won and they had all the power, they didn't know which way was up, and they didn't have a plan, and they still don't have a plan. And I'm here to tell you, Democrats really aren't that far behind either. We really don't have much of a plan. Joe Biden goes around and he says, I'm gonna defend Obamacare and I'm gonna fix it. Well, okay, great. What does that mean? What's your plan? What's your idea? When you go to his website, there really isn't a lot of details. And I just think that both of these candidates are missing the mark on something that you can't fake. This keeps people up at night. It is our #1 debt in America, is medical debt. That reason alone, both of these candidates should have an idea of what they're going to do with healthcare. So Trump's plan is he's just going to wait it out until this decision from Supreme Court, and Biden's plan is to just defend Obamacare. Well, Obamacare the premiums continue to go up and up and up and up. And the American person has had enough. They were promised that they would be able to keep their same doctors, which they're not. They were promised that the premiums would not go up, but rather go down because it would be a competitive marketplace, and it's actually the opposite. It's not competitive at all. For myself, I pay over $300 a month just for myself and health insurance, and it's not even like grandioso insurance. So it's confusing, Obamacare. I've helped so many people over the years try to apply, make sure your enrollment period, do you qualify for this, the cheaper one, or do you qualify for that? It is so confusing. It shouldn't be that confusing. Getting to universal health care shouldn't really be this hard. And just by the way, everyone, what universal health care means is very simple. It means affordable health care for all Americans. That's it. It has nothing to do with free. That's Medicare for all. Universal health care is just affordable health care for all Americans. Since Truman, we've been trying to get there. Now, I know a lot of people are saying in the Democratic Party, Medicare for all is the answer. And here's why I say it is not the answer. I do not want Medicare for all. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with big government versus small government. It's very simple. The federal government is not that good at running things. Period, point blank. The one service that they are in charge of completely funding and running is the VA. And they run it horribly. So horribly that veterans died while waiting to go see a doctor. I don't want that. I just want universal health care. Now, what's so sad to me is that, like I said, these two candidates are missing the mark so massively. And they are faking it, and they are mediocre, and they're throwing around like, oh, this, that. Well, you know what? This aggravates me to my core. Because Hillary Clinton wrote this book, Stronger Together, during the election. And it is literally page after page after page of her policies on everything. From foreign policy to domestic policy. She has an entire section about healthcare. And exactly detail by detail what she was going to do. Let's just read a little bit here. Encourage all states to expand Medicaid with new incentives. And then an entire paragraph on how she would do that. Oh wait, invest in navigators, advertising, and other outreach to make enrollment easier, because enrollment is so fucking hard. How about expand access to affordable healthcare to families regardless of immigration status? Support a public option to broader choices and let people over 55 buy into Medicare. There's page after page here of how we can fix this. She was able to write this book while she was running for president as the first woman nominee with all of the drama and craziness. So if she is able to write this book, sorry, Tim Kaine, I know like he maybe had something to do with it, not really, but she's able to write this book, what the hell are Donald Trump and Joe Biden doing? So you heard it here first. The economy and healthcare. The key to it all. The key to the Oval Office, you could say. We shall see. All right, guys, until next time, make sure you check us out on iTunes, Spotify, and of course right here on YouTube. And make sure you push that little subscribe button, please, 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 if you love what you're seeing. Until next time, guys, OG of the HRC, signing out.